Hey there, Internet! Welcome to Adventure is Nigh, Episode 5 of the Jade Homunculus. My name is Jack Packard, and I will be your Dungeon Master, and I am here with Casey Wosu.
Hi, I am playing Sigmar Iceblood, the heavenly asshole I've just heard him referred to somewhere.
Ooh, lovely! Also, Jesse Galena.
Oh, that's me. I'm playing Grinderbin, the person who wants the corner of the market on junky magical items.
Yahtzee Croshaw.
I'm playing Mortimer Raffles with Everwin Smythe, the half-elf rogue bard and professional liar.
And warm up your vocal cords. You're in a pickle already. Finally with us is Amy Campbell.
And I play Dabarella, your friendly, spicy cat. No one's referred to her as that. I'd just like you to.
All right. Wonderful. Well, last time on Adventure is Nigh, Sigmar's ex-betrothed, Egalier, tasked you all with going into the Flower City to retrieve the Jade Homunculus for the Aasimar folk, promising you all that you've ever wanted in life, including baking lessons, treasures, gold, and the influence to change laws in the land of the Aasimar folk. You then headed out to Milkweed Post, a small trading post, where you ran into a flowery fence. I don't remember if you knew his name. As Dabarella joined the bartender Bread to learn how to make some croissants, Mortimer just showed his whole ass and told a high-ranking official that he's been stealing mail. And that's where we are now.
Well, that's one way to put it.
That's
Perhaps this is part of a larger scheme.
Oh yeah, is that what's happening?
Wait,
Yes.
was it Mortimer who did that? I thought it was.
Well, we agreed that we should just throw out the name Jade Homunculus to see how they react as a
that's
possible
right.
information gathering enterprise, and I'm still confident I could turn this into one.
Sure. So how we are going to resolve this situation is absolutely everybody gets to roll initiative, and we'll see who gets to talk.
Including me?
Including you, just even though you're not in combat, you are not aware that combat is about to start.
That was a lot of dice.
That
That's
was
a whole
I
lot
know.
of dice.
literally everyone in the bar just rolled initiative. That way we can just, kind of go in order.
Another nat 20 from KC Nat 20 Noiser.
Also, 3 people are rolling at 20s right now.
Oh,
3 people rolled nat 20. None of them were Fudge Ruckersford. So
Look at him.
yeah.
Dead last.
The only person that did worse than me.
yes, Fudge it was too busy fumbling with his sweaty palms after talking to his lady friend. And speaking of which, Amelie Curtsy, his elven warrior lady friend, gets to go first. She is a woman of action. And so I do believe she is going to draw blood first.
As a person that probably doesn't have blood, I feel pretty safe right now.
All right. Mortimer, I believe you were the instigator of the Jade Homunculus. So
This seems disproportionate.
what seems disproportionate?
Well, just opening fire instead of asking further questions,
You have to take it from a character perspective. Like if Fudge went first, Fudge would definitely want more information, but she is a warrior. She's a shoot first, ask questions later kind of lady.
If at all.
Sounds like she's got the blue balls.
She's they were possibly on a secret date. Mortimer, she fires an arrow in your direction and it misses you entirely. Perhaps it was a warning shot. Perhaps she rolled really poorly. There's no way we can know.
All right, good start.
A good start. So next up, is this happy fellow right here, who is going to take his turn and kind of shield his lady friend here. And he will say, "Rapscallions, stand down, all of you. We cannot have violence in this establishment."
Yeah, KZ.
Can I use my turn to answer back?
So basically he's taking he took his turn to say that. KC, it can be your turn now.
Sigmar says, "Yes, listen to Pirate Lenny Kravitz."
"I know not of this, Mr. Kravitz. My name is Domino Fantastic, pirate extraordinaire."
Yeah, so I'm also basically yelling to not engage if that will do anything whatsoever. I don't know if I have to roll for that.
So what? I guess what are you trying to accomplish here?
Trying to de-escalate the situation.
Oh, are you? That's out of character.
It is, but there's a reason.
Okay.
So it's secretly in character.
Okay. Well, I guess give me a persuasion check. You're gonna have to give it to me with disadvantage and speak your
Fair
piece
enough.
here. Oh, still.
I don't know what that means. That's good though.
So you got a 15 for a persuasion check. That is not terrible given the situation. All right, speak your truth, Sigmar.
It's like, look, if you guys want to get into this, we can take it outside. But I have qualms about involving innocent bystanders in the melee. So either we talk this out here, or we take it outside to fight.
Ooh.
You're being bold depending on who's next.
Fudge Ruckersford hears this, and what he says is, "Oh, so a rapscallion with a moral compass, eh? What say you about the letters to the keep? How would you know about the Jade Homunculus?"
Is he asking?
He's asking the group, Yahtzee, so like, we have the lady, the skeleton is next, so Yahtzee, you are the next in this area in the initiative order. You may speak if you would like.
Okay, all out. Deception time.
You're like, I've not been planning this at all.
I'm going to stride boldly forward into Fudge Ruckersford's personal space.
All right.
And I will hiss in a posh accent with a mixture of confusion and fury. I will say, "What the hell are you doing, Ruckersford? We're on a secret mission for Lady January Farfell, and you're about to blow our cover. Or perhaps you want this whole community to know that the Jade Homunculus has been stolen and that the possible thief has slipped by right under your nose because you were busy canoodling in a tavern."
Nice.
I mean, obviously I'm going to need a deception check, but you can have a flat deception check here,
Okay.
because that was pretty darn good.
Oh, come on.
Sorry, the top of your "I'm not telling the truth" name tag, I guess, was showing.
I am so sorry, Yahtzee. You just rolled a natural 1, which is an automatic failure. Even
But
with
I
your
had
plus,
I
even
had
with
this
your
all
plus
planned.
7.
I had it all planned.
I know you did. And by the way, I really wanted your plan to work because it was so very nice, but you rolled a natural 1. That's so low. Give me one moment here. Give me one moment to think about how literally anything above a 10, I was going to let you have. Anything that wasn't a natural 1. So you get all up in his face, and he says, Viscountess January Farfell, you think I care about the comings and goings of a lowly Viscountess? I am the Marquis, Fudge Ruckersford. I hold power over the lowly counts and Viscountesses in the land.
Oh, so you'll be happy with the rest of the nobles hearing that it was your fault that the Jade Homunculus has gone missing and the thief got away.
Why, I am more than willing to throw January under the bus. That lady is nuts. Nobody likes her in the court at all. All right.
They've got some good news coming their way then.
Like, would you be interested to know that we murdered her?
Okay. I honestly need to take a moment here because your lie was so good that I kind of got into the mindset of just letting the lie go. Okay, so what we're gonna do real quick is we're gonna cut over to Bread and Dabarella. And Bread goes, oh yeah, and then what's real important here for the chocolate croissants is getting the layer of butter in between each layer of dough, because then the butter, when it steams, it rises and it creates all those flakes. We don't drizzle the chocolate until we bake the croissants. That's the real key.
I can remember that because I can't write.
You're doing great. I just gotta say, so far you're doing a great job folding all that dough.
Oh, thank you.
All right. So that's our quick.
Can we hear what's happening outside?
You'll hear some ruckusing, some yelling. It's on your turn. I guess we'll give you a perception check to see if you know what's happening out there. Grinderbin, what are you going to do in this situation?
I just have I need to know something personally, and I'm sorry to grind everything to a halt. Does Dabarella need the dough like a cat? Like when she's baking?
In my head, she does.
Okay, good. All right, that's all I need to know.
Like it's a ball of yarn? Yeah, that's exactly what she's doing.
Very important clarification.
Yeah. Okay. Fired warning shot. One person doesn't want to do a thing. Grinderbin is going to look directly at Fudge and our Amahal curtsy. Amalie curtsy.
Well, my deception check failed, but maybe you could try one.
I can't. I might be able to. Be like,
just back
You
me up.
also
Just
have a
back me
door.
up. Well, there's a lot of things between him and the door.
oh
including
man,
me.
there's not a lot between me and that window though.
So can I just I know it's not my turn, but can I just look at him and go,
Yes, you can absolutely do that.
All right. I'll step up. Just being very casual, trying not to let the nerves of an arrow flew by me a moment ago get to me. And be like, now, we are in the business of knowing things, and he is correct on you should be careful about it. I know that you don't like Miss January, and well, none of us do. But for everybody else's sake and your own, you should be paying more attention to not thwarting our efforts. And then we can all make it out looking better.
good point. We should be very concerned about the positioning of the Jade Homunculus.
All right. Why don't we add your deception check to Yahtzee's incredible failure?
I would say that is persuasion. I didn't lie about anything.
Absolutely. Oh, sure. Absolutely. We can go persuasion.
I very much like the truth. Well, it's not.
The truth doesn't like you.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Well, it wasn't a 1.
That's true.
Oh.
I was feeling combat anyway. It's okay.
I think,
If all else fails, just yell for the cat.
this is the magic of the game is, sometimes your plans just don't work. And so, Fudge looks you in your mushroomy face. He looks back at Mortimer and he says, and Mortimer, remind me of your lie again.
I said we were on a secret mission for January Farfell to recover the stolen Jade Homunculus.
To recover the stolen Jade Homunculus. And so what Fudge will say is, being the Marquis of the land, it is I who will recover any stolen property of the humanoids, and therefore you are all loose ends. Give me your information or perish!
I'll just perish, and then starts to walk away.
All right. Let's go to cut back to Dabarella here. Dabarella, you are in the kitchen area. You are very carefully folding butter into some pastry dough and, rolling it out with a rolling pin. I guess let's start off with just a simple perception check. Let's see if you understand what's happening in the next room.
She's not going to have any idea.
Ooh.
I don't get how this cat can be so dumb, but yet always seems to get all right perception checks. I'm like, good for her.
Yes. All right.
Instincts.
So whilst in the middle of folding butter in between the dough, you hear the ruckus in the other room, and you know that a fight is a brewing over there. What would you like to do?
My friends need me! If I know what's happening,
You definitely, with a natural 20, you absolutely know that they are in a fight
Damn right.
with the customers.
You
Absolutely.
can smell the fear.
I look at the skeleton man. Who's teaching me? It's the skeleton. No, it's the other guy.
It's Bread. Bread is teaching
It's
you.
Bread?
Yeah.
I said, Bread! Thank you. But my friends are in trouble and they need me. My friends need me. And then she does a backflip and walks out the room to go crossbow him.
Okay. Let's see. 5, 10, 15.
Obviously
I've
not
her doing
Bread.
a backflip. Like she does a backflip away from the conversation,
Damn
then
right
turns
she
around and
does.
just walks out of the door.
You can absolutely make it to the door. You can make it, this is a counter, so you can be behind the counter. That'll give you some cover there.
How much range does my crossbow have?
Good, more range than what's in this room. I want to say a crossbow is like 120 feet. So
Okay.
you can definitely hit someone with the crossbow if you would like.
I'm gonna hit the dude.
Okay.
Not Lenny Kravitz.
I think you mean
Fudge
world famous pirate Domino Fantastic. That is an 11, which does hit Fudge Ruckersford.
Oh yeah.
He's incognito, not wearing any armor. So then you rolled your damage.
I'd laugh if it just died from this.
6 damage to Fudge. All right.
As I do that, I yell, "For my friends!"
Oh, for God's sake. Well, that's lies out the window, I suppose.
She was just trying to help. She had no concept of the full situation.
She just
We
heard
definitely
the fight.
tried.
So
Also,
yeah,
they did shoot first.
She just had a lot of yelling.
they did shoot first. Fudge takes the arrow and goes, "Ha! Aha, you curs! I knew a trap was lying in wait for me, Fudge Ruckersford. Aha, my intellect is always mighty." So Fudge Ruckersford pulls out his great sword and swings for Mortimer.
Proper response.
All right, so he swings his mighty greatsword down at Mortimer, slashing you in the arm, doing 6 damage.
Yow. Okay, I'm down to 16.
And then Fudge reels back and takes another swing. But because you just took damage, you were maybe like leaning over slightly, and he misses you with his second swing.
Don't I get saving throws?
Not for attack, usually. That's just your armor class.
Oh.
And so, Fudge says, "You curs! It is obviously you who have stolen the treasure of mankind, and I will rip your bodies open and look for it myself!"
I was worried about using a flamethrower a moment ago, but now I'm not.
I had it all planned. It was so neat.
So that gets us back to Amelie, who tries to calm Fudge down and says, Now, Fudge, let's not rip their bodies open until we get information out of them. We can hurt them a whole lot, but let's make sure they're not all dead before we can interrogate them." And Amelie takes out her short sword and swings it at Grinderbin. Grinderbin. Grinderbin, you get hit.
Are you sure? My AC is a whole 15.
You do get hit, and you get hit
I
for
figured.
8 points.
Oh,
Wow, that's a decent amount of points.
with a little sword.
With a tiny little short sword. She's quick and agile. All right. Domino is going to take his turn. And... Domino is going to do something unexpected.
Is he going to start playing guitar?
First of all, I'm upset now that that's not what I had planned. Domino unsheaths a glowing scimitar and slices Amelie on the back. Surprise attack!
Oh!
I knew
Big fan
I
of this
could
pirate.
trust you, Lenny Kravitz.
Should have known.
Friend.
This is Domino's favorite establishment, and I won't see it taken over, gentrified by the bourgeoisie. So Domino does some damage to Amelie. And then Domino, let's see here, using a little fancy thing, is able to whip out a tiny crossbow, and he shoots a bolt over at Fudge, landing yet a second arrow in Fudge, but only doing 2 damage. All right.
Better than nothing.
Better than nothing. And so, and then Domino looks over to his lady friends and says, "See you later, baby. I've got a battle to win." And now it's Sigmar's turn.
Right. Okay. We are in full-on fighting.
Yes, you're one of our
Am I
combat
able to-
dudes, so get stuck in.
Am I able to do a spell as well as an attack, or are those like the same action?
That is, each costs 1 action, yeah. So you only have 1 action.
Okay. Well, I want to try to use Fairy Fire.
Okay.
It says each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in a certain color light. Any attack roll against the affected creature or object will have advantage if the attacker can see it, and the affected creature or object can't benefit from being invisible, etc.
Okay. That
It's kind
sounds
of like
cool.
a debuff on them.
I like it. All right, so then let's find ourselves here a 20-foot cube. Nope. How about here? Okay, so where would you like your 20-foot cube to be? Like, are you just going to try to outline these two? That kind of thing?
exactly.
Perfect.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. Okay, so they are, we need dexterity saves. All right. Ooh, okay, that is 2 big old failures. So yes, they are now glowing in radiant light, which means all attacks have advantage on them. Great.
Cool.
Nice.
Great. I love it. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
I guess I'll take cover behind Domino's table. So he understands, like, we're all in this together.
Sure. Brothers in arms! Oh! And Domino's lady friend says, oh, no, how about here? She says, if you just didn't want to see me again, you could have just said so. I guess I'm going to leave. Bye! And jumps out the window.
Knew it.
And runs right the hell away.
That was the smart move I should have done. Good on you, lady.
He should have stayed with her. She's a sharp one, that one.
Domino Fantastic doesn't get bogged down, man. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Get out of here. I gave her a chocolate croissant, though. Hey.
Oh, no.
I'm assuming that's a euphemism.
No, man, they have really good chocolate croissants here. I mean, yeah, I had sex with her.
They do! Pops head up from over the counter.
I mean, last night I had sex with her really good. That's a whole different thing, though. Domino Fantastic doesn't do metaphors, man. All right, it is now Skelly the Skeleton's turn, so we are going to cut over to Skelly the Skeleton. Excuse you. Who no one can see. So Skelly the Skeleton is doing something.
Ooh.
Mortimer, it is now your turn.
Okay. Well, I'm just catching myself up on what options I have for cunning action. So I can attack then use cunning action, can't I?
I believe you can, yes.
All right. Well, might as well make a token attempt. I'm going to rapier that son of a bitch in the throat.
Ooh, I like it. Do it, I dare you.
Ooh, I thought he got an
nice.
advantage because of the spell thingy.
Oh, that's true. You are Casey is right, but you didn't need it. You hit him. Okay, great. Well, you didn't need it to roll your damage, Mortimer.
Normal damage. 6.
Oh, so then we add 2, and you get 8 whole damage. What I will say here is that Fudge Ruckersford, the Marquis Fudge Ruckersford,
Who I'm stabbing, yes.
is looking very stabbed. He's looking very, very hurt. Blood on his shirt. He could sure use a squirt. That's a soda. It was the only rhyme I could think of. All right, let's move on. All right, Mortimer, what else would you like to do?
For my cunning action, I would like to get the fuck away from the combat, please.
Okay.
And I guess I'm going to try to hide for the potential of sneak attacks later.
Sure. So you're gonna use your disengage as a cunning action, so no one can attack you, and attempt to hide. Perfect. Then I believe you need to give me a stealth roll.
Stealth. Normal.
And you need to beat their you need to beat their passive perception, which is larger than 6. You got bad rolls today. You got bad dice.
Yeah, I got bad dice disease.
You got bad dice disease today.
I think Amy passed on the infection.
So you can disengage. You can get away from Fudge,
Okay.
but you cannot hide. I'm sorry.
Okay. Bye, everyone. I want to move behind the counter.
And whoop, whoop,
Bye.
whoop, whoop,
Have fun, Grindabin.
Gee, thanks.
All right, so Mortimer stabs Fudge Ruckersford right in the neck, and then runs away, hops over the counter, and is now behind the counter. All right, and that takes us to Bread.
I make no apologies. I'm not the fucking tank.
And so Bread is let's see if Bread hears the ruckus. Let's see what happens over here. Bread is blissfully unaware of anything happening in his establishment. Like, oh, I sure hope that cat comes back because, like, oh, these croissants are going to be extra tender. Isn't that right, Bonesy? Bread. All right. Well, Bread is making more croissants. That takes us to Grinderbin.
All right. This is some real combat. So here's what I'm gonna do. Gonna look over at our pirate friend Lenny Kravitz and give him a thumbs up and be like, "Got your back." And gonna pull out my cute little doodad thingy, set it up, little legs pop out, and I'm going to walk over here and then set it on one of these barrels.
Oh, your cannon.
Yeah.
Ah, of course, of course.
Give it a little turn, whisper the magic words, pet it a couple times. It's a whole process to get it working.
Pet it a couple times?
Yeah, it's a real odd magic little cannon.
Okay, all right. I'm not here to judge.
Sigmar looks over judgingly.
You keep those judgments to yourself. This cannon's about to help you. Hopefully.
It's gonna help you too, from the looks of it.
Yeah. And then my cannon will shoot at Rutherford Fudge.
We'll shoot at Fudge. All right, shoot away.
So I need to do a spell attack.
Do spell attack.
Ooh, but I have advantage thanks
That's
to
right.
thanks to Casey. Thank you, Casey.
You are welcome.
Hey!
Far out.
That's a natural 20.
Holy moly, that advantage very much paid off.
So it's a double the damage dice, yeah?
Double the dice, exactly.
Man, this guy can't have much left in him.
That's 4d8.
after this.
So
That's
You're gonna turn into
4d8.
Jibs, this guy.
it's normally 2d8. It's only 8 damage. That's actually a pretty low roll.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang. So 8 damage, and he's pushed 5 feet away from the turret.
Well, his passed out body is pushed 5 feet away from the turret. So this is like force damage. So like your cannon like shoots a wall, like a wave of sound kind of thing. And so, yeah, Fudge Ruckersford here takes the full brunt of this force cannon and just passes out. You have reduced him to 0 hit points. Not quite dead, but definitely passed out. And
Now we can slit his throat.
And you do you say that out loud?
No.
Okay.
It was one of my trademark metagame witticisms.
Oh, I need to make sure because you definitely hear a lover's gasp come from Amelie. Is Fudge.
Well, we need to sort her out as well then.
Yeah, she's gonna be trouble.
So that takes us to Dabarella.
We're the good guys.
Oh wait.
In our own story, damn right we are.
Yeah.
Fudge got pushed, and here we'll make Fudge lay down. Like, oh no.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh no. I guess she's
Faster,
gonna be
pussycat.
mad.
Kill.
Okay. Because I just think it's the damn coolest thing ever. I need to use that ice cream scoop. So I'd like
Yeah.
to.
Do it. You can make it
Give
to
her-
her.
Yeah, get
Give her the
stuck
ball.
in.
Yeah, I'm
Your
gonna make
tank.
my. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna give her a mad bonk with my ice cream scoop.
Do it.
Yeah. No, you didn't. Oh, wait. Yes.
Oh,
Nat
my
20.
God! Holy crap!
I need to stop trying to get us out of combat with lying.
Yeah, I know. What are you doing?
So when you click the damage button now, Amy, click critical hit because that's what you just. Oh Jesus Christ! Look at all those scars.
13 damage.
Wow.
The cat did something useful.
13 cold damage. That's gonna be some hard-ass nipples on her.
Describe for me the swing that now knocks her the heck out. Is it an overhead bonk? Are you golf
No, it's
swinging?
coming from the side, and she gonna yell "Yeet!" as she does it.
I'm going to say, we'll say poetically, as you knock Amelie out with your baseball swing, she falls on top of Fudge Ruckersford. Both, here, like that, completely passed out. Jesus. You guys.
One hitter quitter. Good stuff.
Just a little characterization note. I'd like to say that Mortimer at this point officially abandons all plans to betray all of you in the near future.
That's so good. I didn't know I needed to be worried about that.
Dabarella turns around and gives everyone a massive thumbs up, like, yeah.
Well done.
Sigmar gives her one back. He's like, he's impressed.
That was really good. Solid hit. Real quick, looking, Bread and Bonesy are not here, correct?
Bread and Bonesy are still in the other room.
Okay. Grinderbin is going to skitter up to Domino and be like, yeah, you think we need to move these bodies out of here before he comes back, or is he good with what we just did? And pointing to where Bread is. You seem to be a regular here at this establishment.
Excellent question. No, Bread's cool, man. We probably should just so he doesn't have to deal with it as he has lower back issues.
Game.
But I suppose, and Domino, kind of waves around his scimitar, are we finishing the job or are we leaving him alive? What do you think?
Okay, huddle everyone.
I mean, I do
Get
have
in here,
50
Domino.
feet of hempen rope.
Well, we might have given away some key intel to the nobility of the region, so there might be an argument for murdering the shit out of these dudes.
I
Counterpoint.
object to any all-out murder. I'm not a murderer.
Counterpoint, prison. For murder.
I'm wanted in like 9 different countries. One more can't hurt.
Well,
just-
I'm
just hop
not,
the board.
and I would
Just
like
hop
to
the
keep it
border.
that
I've done
way.
it loads of times. Oh, fine.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't think we
fine
should just outright
with
kill him.
tying him up and leaving him someplace,
No, I'll tell you what we're going
but
to do.
I'm not going to kill him.
I'll
in
tell you
cold
what we're
blood.
going to do. We're going to pile them up outside, and we're going to soak their clothes in alcohol. So if they try to tell anyone, everything they say will be discredited.
Oh,
Everyone,
I have an idea.
everyone, please roll me a perception check.
Oh, bollocks.
If you wouldn't,
We're all fucked.
if you wouldn't mind.
Crap, how do I get them on perception?
Fuck
Off.
off.
Open.
Oh, now the
Ooh,
nat
someone rolled
20s
well.
come out.
Oof.
Well, not for 2 of us.
Yeah.
Yay, 18.
Oh crap. Okay, so as you guys were deciding what to do, I was over here rolling death saving throws for our non-playable characters. Mortimer,
Oh, I forgot to cast heal.
with your natural 20, what you notice is that both of them succumb to their injuries and stop breathing. They have both actually died.
Okay. I will...
On a
Well, I
technical
don't see-
note, for Fudge, I rolled a natural 1 after I rolled an 8, so he died while shitting in his pants, I suppose.
Oh, no.
Okay. I'm going to say, well, I don't see any particular reason to submit this information. So I'm just going to continue with what we're doing, saying, yeah, let's just pile them up outside. And then,
Oh. Well, and yes, Sigmar, you would also notice that they are actually dead. Dabarella and Grinderbin, you
Has
haven't noticed.
Domino noticed that they are dead?
Ooh, excellent question. I was too busy rolling more death saves. Domino does notice that they're dead. Yes.
Crap.
Okay, fine. Well,
All
I
right,
guess
we gotta
might as
find
well
out
just...
if he's how cool he is, I guess.
Well,
How chill is he about to be?
So,
he's cool with it. He was asking if we should do it I think he's gonna be cool. With
You
it.
see Domino put
No, that's
his
a good point.
sword back into his sheath, and he goes, "Hey, we don't have to worry about it. All right, who's got
Oh.
a shovel?"
Yeah, I will grab Fudge to drag outside and search his pockets while I'm doing it.
Ooh.
Does
I
anyone
will
have
do the same
poison
for
or
Amelie.
something?
Poison?
I want to know what she's got on her.
I reckon I liked the idea of leaving them with alcohol if they were, like, gonna sound ridiculous, but if they're already dead, we should probably leave something as, like, a token that maybe it was, like, a lover's final stand or something.
Oh,
Like, so does anyone have any poison that we could plant on the bodies?
That's
And-
so
Like,
evil.
that's surprisingly smart coming from you, Dabarella.
It's from
I
the
don't have-
metagame that whispers in her ear.
No, that's
I don't have any-
devious.
I don't have any poison. I'm all thief tools.
I might. Hang on.
Ooh, I got rope. We could make it look like a sex accident
Oh!
gone wrong.
I reckon we need to leave something. And I don't hate that idea. We've all got plenty of rope.
I've got poison. Don't worry about it.
You got poison?
I got poison.
Of course, there is
I reckon-
ample evidence that they've both been stabbed to death.
Don't worry about that part.
Yeah, is there DNA evidence in this time period?
Look,
So far, Jack's
Look, who
rolls
cares if
haven't
any-
been fantastic either. So I'm willing to place my bets on it.
Okay, I need an out of character question. How many ounces of acid does it take to dissolve a body in this world?
Look, I don't think it matters that much. They don't even have like phones, as far as we know. I don't think this is going to come back to bite us in the arse.
But
anytime
Jeremy
soon.
Cornhall came to fuck us in the ass too. So
How many ounces of
the only-
acid?
Yeah.
You, I don't know how to
curious.
answer that question in the real
Okay.
world.
Well, it's magic acid. If that, probably.
How many ounces do you have?
Currently 8.
Okay,
also, what's an ounce?
right.
Like a can of Coke. Like 8 ounces, like a can
Okay.
of Coke.
No, a
Yeah.
can of Coke is
thank
12
you.
ounces.
That
the little
is
ones are
useful
8
information.
Yeah, so a can of Coke
Okay.
is more than the amount of acid that you have. So I was in my head, I was like 20 ounces, like a 2 bottle, 2 liters of
Uh-huh.
acid for one
Okay.
body is where I was
Okay.
going.
Ounces. All right.
Okay, well, first things first, what are they carrying?
What are they carrying? Investigation check. Who's checking who for what?
I'm checking Mr. Richman for Fudge Packer Man.
Can we
I would like
get
to
these
check
bodies to
Amelie.
a good spot before we start doing this, so we're not caught with our proverbial hands in the cookie jar?
Well,
I mean,
I
I feel like we're pretty
suppose-
secure.
Well,
We made friends with Bread and Bonesy and the pirate Lenny Kravitz.
Sure,
I
so-
think we're
so,
okay. here.
Well, we
what-
might not want to split the loot with the pirate Lenny Kravitz.
What Domino says is, "Oh, excellent! You guys are stealing from him. I'll go check the door, make sure no one comes in." I knew I liked you
guy.
guys.
Yeah,
It's quality
get
pirate.
along with this guy.
And you hear him out there going, "No, we're closed. We're closed. Get out of here. All right."
All right, investigation
All right.
check. Okay, I will do my investigation check now.
Do it.
Nice.
17.
Son of a bitch, you guys. All right.
Ooh, 17's apiece.
Wow.
Wow. All right.
Wow.
Let me open up my thing.
When do we meet the Owen Wilson adjacent character that just says, wow?
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow. All right. So you obviously find, their regular weapons on them. Fudge has a very fancy looking sword on him. The Lucky Blade Greatsword looks to be glowing with some radiant energy. You also find what appears to be a bag of sand on Fudge.
Uh-huh.
And
Well, I'll take that because it sounds like there's more to it.
Pocket
let's-
sand.
Pocket sand. All right. Ooh, okay. On Amelie, you find a very ripe-looking, bright pink berry, like pear size. It is a bright pink pear-sized berry, and it's very ripe. It's like soft to the touch.
I'll probably just flog the sword.
You can flog the sword. I assume that means sell.
Yes.
All right, then
I'm not going to hit it with a leather strap.
All right, then you find...
That's what I envisioned, though.
You find 25 gold on Fudge.
Whatever
Thank
you and the sword are into.
Man, talk about a net
Yeah, he's not
profit.
judging Mr. Cannon Man over here.
Right. And the so yeah, you find the sword, the bag of sand, 25 gold, and the large bright pink fruit.
Okay, I will hold up the sand and say, "Oi, Grindabin, what'd you make of this?"
Like, let me get back to you on that. Do we want to just admit that we killed them and we got our good friend here to verify that they did shoot first? It was all self-defense.
Yeah, works for me. We were just having
Yeah,
a
I mean, it
conversation and
was.
he just went for us, didn't he?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
We were just like casually throwing out completely meaningless words,
All right.
and something just made him mad.
We even
Are
tried
you-
to stop him.
Yeah. Gonna say that to Domino too. Be like, hey, you're good with backing us up on that, correct?
What do
You did see the whole thing happen.
What do you mean, man? As far as I'm concerned, they were never here and you were never here. What are you talking about? Why are we making up lies? I'm sorry. He goes, why are you making up bad lies?
No, that actually happened though.
Good question is what I would say if there were a person who looks like Lenny Kravitz here, but fortunately there isn't. Shall we get going?
Now you're talking, man.
All right, let's just leave. Let's take those looted bodies, take the loot from the bodies, and then just piss off. We've wasted enough time.
Wait, that was the loot from both bodies or just Fudge?
That was the loot from both bodies.
Right,
Okay.
Okay.
Before we
need to
go,
add-
I want to point at the cannon, pet it a little bit, and say, "Don't forget your little Grindabin."
I'm taking everything I found on Fudge because I want to investigate the sand and I want to find someone I can sell the sword to.
Okay.
Or you
great.
give me the sand and I'll do the look at it.
Yeah, you have a look at it. You're the artificer.
if I have the fruit, I'll give it to Davarella because it's food.
Nice.
I feel the need to tell Bread that everything's okay, and that I appreciate the learning.
So before we resolve Bread, what's your plan with the bodies?
Well, I think we just leave it because, as we said, they just went at us for no reason. That's a perfectly fine cover story, and it was a self-defense kill.
Are we saying that though?
Yes, because
Like,
it's true.
Okay, well then we'll tell Bread that. That's a good plan.
We'll tell Bread that.
I'm not sure why we can't just leg it. But
I mean, we could.
role play all you like.
Because he was teaching me, and she feels bad
And
that
so-
she left.
Oh shit!
Bread
Oh shit!
comes-
Bread's out here.
Bread comes around the corner with a big tray of steaming, fresh chocolate croissants, and he lays them down and he goes, "Well, look at here, Miss Cat. Look at the good work you did. These things turned out better than ever." And he takes one, he starts eating, like, "Oh, gosh, golly, man. Oh, you can taste the crunch and the fluff. You know what it really is? It's the love that you put into it. That's what it really is."
Davarella just starts making indistinguishable little noises
All right, let's
out
see.
of appreciation.
And then Bread looks over at the two dead bodies and he goes, "Oh, it looks like you all had a bit of a scuffle over here, huh?"
And
Mm-hmm.
I guess he's used to it. He's an innkeeper.
Oh,
But just in case, I will clutch my wound and make it look worse than it is, and go, "They just went for us. It was crazy."
Also wounded, be like, yeah, it was very unfortunate that they came after us.
Oh, sure.
Do you know why they
absolutely.
would do that?
Listen, I don't know nothing about nothing. I just keep the trading post going. What I will say though is maybe on your way out, you take those people who I've never heard of with you and find a place to bury them. That way I don't have to deal. Oh, these are great croissants. You know, that would just help me out.
Oh, sure.
Thank you, Bread.
Yes, thank you,
Thank
Brad.
you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I had to leave and help my friends, but it really does mean a lot to me, sir. I want to be a real famous chef, and this is gonna help a whole very lot. So thank you.
Well, I'll tell you, Miss Cat, if you put the heart into every recipe that you put into these chocolate croissants, you're gonna be famous in no time. Oh, just great. And then Bonesy.
Freeze frame, cue the Cheers theme, and then we leave. Okay.
Yep.
Get the bodies and go.
Can I have one of his croissants in my inventory?
Yes. Put a croissant in his inventory, and Bonesy comes around with a shovel that he throws at you.
Oh,
Okay.
thanks, Bonesy.
That's nice.
Okay.
I'll grab
everyone-
the shovel.
You're the one with the strength build. Take a body, you lazy cow.
Oh, I can't take a body.
My cannon will drag a different body.
Well, what we can do is wipe away as you head off into the indistinguishable woods and dig a hole, toss their bodies in the hole and cover it up. I'm sure you do a good job because it's the woods. There's the big scary woods out there. A lot of places to hide bodies.
Okay. We got time for to rest and heal.
Let's see here. I suppose we could. Would you like a? I'm trying to remember when you did a. Well, I guess you did a longer rest on your way. I'm gonna say actually it's probably still like mid morning.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long day.
It is gonna be a long day. What we will say is you head off on the road towards Pimpernel, towards the Flora Folk city. The bodies are well buried. Domino waved you goodbye, gave you the big old thumbs up.
Can I ask Domino where he's headed, so we have a general idea of where he's gonna be?
Where I'm gonna be, man? Well, I'll tell you where I'm gonna be. I gotta remember the name of it though first.
I'm gonna be fucking. First of all, I hope so. Who dang! Domino likes to get it wet. Secondly, I'm heading way down south to the cave of something. It's a mysterious cave way on the southern regions. It's supposed to have untold treasure. That's where I'm going. And then I'll probably come back here and pick up maidens. Ooh, yeah.
Good man.
All right, see you around.
All right, yeah. You guys have fun wherever you're going, people I've never seen before.
Thanks,
Thanks
person
for
we
the
still
help,
never
sir.
spoken to. Right.
Take your Domino.
So I'm going to want some
Let's go.
I'm going to want some healing. So if we could just take a short rest, I could use my Song of Rest
Ooh.
to increase the
absolutely.
healing capability of the rest.
Only if you have to do the song, though.
Well, it says use musical or oration. And I've already decided I'm the non-music type of bard.
Okay, so what do you say?
All right.
What do you say to yourself? What's your oration?
I regale my party members with colorful stories about my childhood, all of them untrue.
All right,
Wanna
thanks,
know how I
Garrett.
got these scars?
Does that heal other people too, or help
Yes.
with the healing? Okay, cool.
Yes,
so how
it
much
says
do we heal?
If you or any friendly creatures who can heal your performance regain hit points by spending hit dice at the end of the short rest, each of those creatures regains an extra d6 hit points. That's what it says.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so yeah, during
Do
the
I get
short,
extra health?
Yeah, like
'Cause I was
during.
topped off.
Did you take damage?
No, I did not.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Me either.
Then you don't get extra health on top of your max
Damn
health.
it.
Sorry to say, but yes, anyone.
Hold on. Do we get experience from winning fights?
You do, yes. But in every encounter, even if you defeat it through talking, you get experience points. Absolutely. And you've maybe been through enough where we could do a level up, but not just yet.
Okay.
is what I will say. All right, so we have healing. Our people have healed. You are walking down the main road. You are heading west towards Pimpernel on this kind of larger cobblestone road, and you come across a sign. And that sign says 15 bailiffs to county checkpoint.
Okay.
What's a bailiff?
Well,
It's someone who takes your stuff if you're in debt.
No. I mean, a bailiff. I mean, obviously, you guys would know that a bailiff is a unit of measurements.
Oh, of course.
In this fantasy world, one bailiff is equal to about 3 turnsticks, and one turnstick would be equal to about 27 knives. And so it's a good hike.
So I presume.
That's a-
So when it
that's
says
a
county
distance.
checkpoint, this means that's like the border into the Flower Person County.
That's
that
what you
what
can
I'm reading?
assume. Yes.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Okay, and so
God, we gotta walk all this way?
you're walking. you didn't have a horse.
I
or
can
a cart.
piggyback you if you want.
I have
We
wings
can take
sometimes, right?
turns.
If everyone wants, you can give me a little perception-y check.
Did you have a chance to get Grinderbin to try to assess that bag of sand?
Oh, sure, you could do that if you'd like.
Or-
Yay!
Why don't you give me an Arcana check, and then you can see if it has any sort of magical properties.
Awesome. Love it. 17.
A 17. Okay, yeah, I think with a 17, you can kind of like sort out its magical properties. What you know about this is called Grimble's Magic Dust. And
Okay.
I will add this to your inventory in a moment.
Okay.
This is, let's see here, the creature must make a constitution. Any creature you throw the sand at must make a constitution saving throw. On a failure, it is blinded and starts to cough. It cannot speak coherently or cast a spell that includes a verbal component.
Doesn't sound that magic to me. That just sounds like dust.
Yeah, you could do the same thing with regular sand.
I suppose, but it works. It for sure works.
It's more
Okay,
potent.
It's more potent
Right.
than regular dust. It's magical dust. It stops people from
Get
casting
some
spells.
chili pepper in there.
It's a very
Yeah.
cool magical item, I promise you.
Okay,
Got,
fine.
got some cinnamon mixed in. It'll really mess your throat up.
And
You said you want
certainly-
us all to do perception checks?
Yes.
As you
Oh,
walk
right.
down this main road, as you come across this sign, give me a perception check. That would be
Right.
wonderful.
Ooh. 16.
Fucking hell.
All right. So Grinderbin and Mortimer.
Oh, I'm sorry, 18. But
18, yes. Grinderbin and Mortimer, what you both see is your main cobblestone path, kind of the large road. That's, where carts and horses and people walking would go. And right around this sign, you also notice some well-beaten grass off the main path. And so both of you notice that it seems as if there is a way around, and you get to make the decision if you would like to continue on the cobblestone path or take the less beaten way.
what does it look like this less beaten way connects to? It's like kind of get behind some trees. What?
It looks like basically what it looks like is it kind of goes off parallel but at an angle. And so you are heading towards a county checkpoint, kind of the checkpoint in between regions, and this may or may not be a way around that checkpoint. Obviously, it's up to you whether you want to go through the checkpoint or go around.
The sneaky way in. Well, that sounds like my style.
Feel like we're gonna meet.
Well, looking at my stats, I'm also stealthy, which I've not used at all up until this point.
Well, it might certainly be profitable to get in and out of the county without any of the local authorities knowing.
That's true.
Agreed.
Also, you're probably gonna meet more interesting people if we go the secret way.
Yeah, and I can speak thieves can't, so hopefully I can persuade them not to murder us.
Okay, so yeah, if you would like to tell the rest of your party about this other
Okay.
way.
Thanks.
I'd be like,
Okay.
"Hey, you are interested in hiking a shortcut?"
And I will say, yeah, I spotted it
Sure.
too, smart guy. There's a sneaky way in.
I'll do whatever my friends want to do.
Oh, isn't she nice? She's too nice for this party.
Oh.
What about you, half angel thing, man?
Yeah, let's just go in the woods.
It's good attitude.
Yeah,
Into
he
the
was
woods.
daydreaming. Like my perception check was so low, he was not paying attention.
Well, let's proceed with a little caution because there might be wild monsters and shit. So, who wants to take point? Who wants to?
Me!
Who's our most observant scout?
Not me!
You want?
I
you want,
don't mind taking point.
You want your heavy hitters at the front and the back
Mm.
in this sort of scenario.
So
One to take point
will,
and one to watch the six.
I will do that.
I can count to
I'll do exactly
6.
All right. Well, why don't you bring up the rear, Dabarella?
Okay.
All right. So you leave the large road and head on the beaten path. As you do so, you kind of leave the more rural area, the more heavily wooded area, and go into more prairie lands. You see some short grass. The trees become less and less. And after a bit, activate.
Ooh, it's so pretty.
Yes.
Oh, dang. There's a lot of
So,
space.
what you come up across is a rushing river, water flowing through the stream. This looks like something that would be incredibly dangerous to swim. In fact, the more observant among you will see a floating body crashing up against the rocks right now.
I do see it.
This is
It's a giant.
the giant.
It's a big body.
Oh.
That is a big body. Yes, he was a very tall man, almost 10 feet tall. In fact, he's not a giant, just a basketball player. So this is the road less traveled. Sure, there's no guards to sneak by, but there's also no bridge to cross the giant river.
Oh, now you tell us.
And that's where we'll leave it for next time.
Oh.